Good morning. How are you doing today? Hope you're having the best day ever. Right, buddy? Well, we're a little concerned today. That's because the situation has came up with the big man on campus, Moody. Something is going on with Moody. Something is wrong with him and his back right foot.
Well, y'all, I wasn't prepared to record today. I came out and fed the cows, and Moody's always nearby. Even if he doesn't come up here in a hurry to come and eat, I've got some concerns this morning. So Matilda has already eaten her bucket of food, and since I put enough out for 5 cows, she's finished with her bucket and decided to go over here and test the troughs. I promise you she's had plenty. But here's my concern, is that Moody is not coming anywhere near the food. And I looked and looked around the pasture, and I finally see him. And I have got to get Jason, and we got to go see what could possibly be going on. It's not like him to be laying down and not even show any interest in coming up to eat.
Well, it started out yesterday. We noticed it yesterday. Now, the day before, Moody seemed fine, came to eat, no issues. But yesterday was different. So we've kind of examined. So we examined him ourselves, and we just don't see much there, but we do see some swelling in that leg. But he does not want to put any weight on that leg. This is not the first time we've had an issue with Moody's leg, right, buddy? I don't know how long it was since we had Moody, but he did get something, a piece of metal, I think it was an old piece of barbed wire, in one of his front feet early on, or his early days here on the farm. As a matter of fact, I just thought about that. That is when we met Dr. D.
It's like, I don't like shots.
Hey, buddy, you good?
You got one.
Good boy, Moody.
Good boy.
Yeah, let's go rub it out here. You're all thick. We love you. We love you. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, sir. Very good.
There you go.
Now let him eat.
You know, I kind of guess, hindsight, that was, you know, not a good thing for Moody that he got something in his foot, but I don't know if that situation never happens, if we would ever find Dr. D and create a relationship with him like we have now. I honestly don't think so. Or it would have been much later down the road, and who knows what had transpired in between them. But you know, sometimes things happen for a reason. I tell Brooke that all the time, and Mary Carl. That situation ended up not being too bad, y'all. If you remember, Dr. D pulled that metal out. We had to give Moody a shot. And, well, at the time, we thought Moody was big. Then, we thought he was a massive cow. But back then, he was still a baby. So, again, I am grateful that all that transpired. Moody was okay, but we did get to meet, and he's now pretty much our full-time vet, Dr. D. That worked out for all of us. And, you know, situations like today, we can just, you know, call him and he's coming. So that is what's going on. Now we have, he's not getting up. He's not putting hardly any weight on it. Brooke took him some water yesterday, and he sucked it down pretty quick. So then what we did was we took the whole, one of the bigger troughs out there, I think that's either 25 or 30 gallons, maybe more than that, trough out there, and put water in it for him so he doesn't have to try to walk back and forth to the Moo Mansion area to where he's laying down in the shade to make things easier on him. We're bringing you some water, buddy. Mama is right there. We got you a trough of water, cuz. All right, big fella, we got you some water, buddy. Got you some water. Yeah. Now, Dr. D says he is coming today. I sent him a video of Moody. He thinks it could be an abscess. He doesn't know though until he looks. I don't know if you remember or saw that first video, but when that video where he pulled the thing out of Moody's foot and had to give Moody a shot, Moody did not like any of that. Now, Moody will let you love all over him, rub all over him. You know he doesn't like fly spray. But you can do pretty much anything to him, but he did not like any of that day. I am a little, that's in the back of my head, I should say, because Moody's way bigger now than he was then. And it won't take much for him to, you know, he could hurt one of us. Not on purpose. He doesn't not have a mean bone in his body. But, you know, you put a shot in him or whatever and he moves like that, that could do some damage. So, got to be careful today, and fingers crossed everything goes okay. Don't know if you noticed, I got the bracelet on. We're cleaning out waters, and oh, Brooke, you cut it off?
I was just wondering where your bracelet was because it was.
Oh, was it? Already? Man, I cleaned it out and emptied it this morning, so I didn't
Maybe
think.
That's where the water came from.
Oh yeah.
It was coming over the top.
Okay. Okay. Good deal. Hey, all over there, Big Moo Man's laying down. We're gonna get you fixed up, Big Daddy. We're gonna get you fixed up. Dr. D is coming today, brother. Yes, he is. Coming today. In the meantime, I know it's time to fill this up. I'm gonna get this filled up today. We're gonna get you though, buddy. Gotta get Big Moo Man taken care of. All right, so we're gonna fill them up. I actually have, I was just telling Brooke, I got about 2 half jugs already ready with the medicine in it. Now, if you don't remember, we love this fly curtain because the cows go under it. And as they go under it, it you know, puts a little light coat, you can't even see it really, of fly protection on them. And it's worked out really well for us. But you have to mix the medicine, or what do you call it? Insecticide? Is that what it'd be called? The fly medicine?
Yeah.
With something. It's got to have a binder and a way to flow. If you use something too thin, it'll all run out. So that's why you use something thick. And what they suggest is this actual mineral oil is what it is. And what I found is you can get, this is straight mineral oil, but it's also 90 weight mineral oil. It's cheaper than the clear mineral oil. So this is one thing that they recommend actually on the site when I first got this fly curtain. So it is 100 milliliters per gallon of the Ultra Balls. So it's 200 milliliters in 2 gallons, and these come in 2 gallons, and that's exactly what that fly curtain holds.
One of them.
One of them. So this is the perfect size and everything. So that's why I like using it. So I'm gonna give these a good shake.
Biscuit said that was enough for her to get out. Are you coming back to see what he's shaking?
Come here, look, Biscuit.
Might be something you need.
I can't believe you're not holding down the goat granola.
She was.
I can't believe you're not holding that goat granola down.
And Sylvester's not on the top of the hay bale.
Yes,
he is.
Is he?
I couldn't see him from here.
Oh yeah.
Well,
I see.
you know, it may not take all of that because we don't have a way to look at it and see how much is left. It's just been a while.
It's just I always go by time.
Yeah.
And that's why I got 2 half gallons right here, or
because it wasn't empty.
2 gallons. There should be a gallon in each one is what it feels like. Yeah, because it wasn't empty. Sometimes it just flows quicker than others. I don't know what causes it one way or another, but
You know, it's nice of the rest of the crew to be Moody's company while we're waiting on
I
Dr.
know
D.
it. Isn't that nice?
But you'd think they'd be out grazing and, you know,
No.
carrying on, but they're not. They're over
They're
there
out there.
keeping him company and telling him everything's going to be okay,
Yep.
which
Which it will be.
fingers crossed, arms crossed, everything's going to be okay.
Everything's gonna be fine with Big Man.
We
Be
just
fine.
Got to get him up and moving. Figure out what's going on.
Dr. D seems so, I mean, he makes you feel so comfortable,
Relieved.
relieved.
No worry.
You know, we're worried, and then, you know, he proceeds to tell me, oh, yeah,
I see this all the time.
see this all the time. This happens a lot in cows. You know, we're gonna do, you know, different steps, and then, of course, then
He just makes you feel
he
comfortable.
does. He's
Even if
awesome.
it's something major, he still makes you feel comfortable.
I was just telling everyone this right here. So the first time we met Dr. D's when Moody got that
Yep.
piece of metal in his
Yep.
foot. If Moody does not get that piece of metal in his foot, we never meet Dr. D, in my opinion.
Exactly right.
And
You're
we'd have been
exactly right.
scrambling, trying to take a pig to Auburn or take the goats to Auburn or trying to find a local vet to go take a goat to or whatever. Because no one would see him
No.
because he was too big.
He was too big.
And we had to find a vet that would come over here, and we tried several, remember?
Yep.
No one would come. Let's get this.
Were you gonna stand on my shoulders or what?
Now we're gonna grab the ladder.
This one behind you?
You can stand on my shoulders.
Wanna
That was
take this
too-
one?
No, that one's too big. That one right there. Had to take me and you both get that out there.
Well, you could reach the top of Moody if you needed to.
I could. I always tell him I'm gonna get on his back to fill them things up. I could sit on his back to fill those things up.
You could.
This ladder right here is more our speed, bro.
You think?
Yeah. You ain't never done this before, have you?
Well,
I don't think you've ever done this.
it's my turn to learn.
Just in case I'm gone somewhere or
Doing something.
I get pneumonia again and in the bed.
I need to know how, don't I? If you get pneumonia, well, I guess you do get pneumonia in the summer.
Or
A lot of people get bad cases of pneumonia in the
yeah,
summer.
that's right. Or what's the other I got?
Rocky Mountain spotted
Rocky
fever.
Mountain spotted fever. That was it. The tick.
Well, you can't get that again.
You know, I just had that funnel.
Oh, Jason.
I just had that funnel. Where'd it go?
You went and got the ladder.
Okay.
You got the gloves.
Yeah.
You can't find it?
No.
Need some help? Bootsy.
I didn't take it out there. I know, did I? I know I didn't go in here. How did I lose?
Find it?
No.
Oh, Jason.
I just had it in my hand. I didn't take it out here, did I? It was right here, and I grabbed it, and I swear I took it over yonder. It's not that one, that's the middle one. This is plastic silver. Here it is.
You got the ladder already?
On the ground in front of the door. How in the world? I must tell you, we're gonna have some help.
Yeah.
They
I've
helped
already
me.
gave some head rubs, and the goats left me.
No, the goats won't help.
The goats won't help?
No, it's gonna be those two right there
So I need to come around, don't I?
and Opie. It's always those three. Oh, it's pretty empty.
Is it?
Yep.
You want me to come around?
No, you can just hand it to me.
So these three are the help.
Those three are the help.
Y'all are on the payroll?
On the payroll every time. They're trying to suck up the peaches.
Ernest doesn't help?
Not really. He'll come over here a little bit, but he don't, not like Opie does.
Look at him in between the donkeys. Well, don't look right now.
I tell you, when I first started doing this, I used to fuss about how slow it is. Well, not fuss, but
Say it took forever?
it took forever. And a lot of people use like a transfer
Uh-oh, it's
pump.
coming out the bottom. That's missing a wick.
Oh, it is. Oh, goodness gracious.
Well, that's all going to drain out, isn't it?
Yep, every darn bit of it.
So you want
You
me
don't see a wick laying
to
around?
rob a wick off of this?
Yeah, we're gonna have to. That's why this one's empty all the way. There ain't no telling where it is either. I got extra ones in the barn,
Do you know where?
in the general vicinity. Tell you what, Brooke, I can get it. I get it right here. I'm good. I'm glad you saw that. I never would have saw it. See, these ain't gonna come out.
I know.
They got nails on them.
So you got to do it from the inside?
No. You have to turn the nail sideways.
So where do I go get the other one?
Go look over there in a box. Over there
By the shelves?
by the shelves. They're in a plastic, in a cardboard box. Not
Is
a
it
big
sealed
one.
up?
I think they're gonna be on the ground, but I look in both places, on the shelves and on the ground.
Is the box sealed up or has it been opened?
It's been open. See, this was the first one right here. And they redesigned the wicks because this was happening. The new wick has a nail that goes through the rope or the wick itself, and that prevents it from coming out. And they sent me extras because of that.
Found it.
Oh, good. And
Can you get it in there,
these
you think?
new ones have these nails in it. Yeah. So you turn the nail sideways
Reckon where that thing went.
and it goes on up in there.
And where's the little nut?
I got it.
Oh, okay. That one's a lot shorter.
They stretch over time. See how much thicker it is right now?
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, once it gets warm and gets saturated, it'll start pulling itself down.
Well, good thing I was here today.
It is a good thing you was here. I would have lost all that fluid. Every bit of it.
So I wonder if that means this one's not empty.
I don't know. But I found out, if you get you one of these skinny long funnels, it's the ticket.
A lot easier than a short
A lot
one.
easier. I watched several YouTube videos and everybody complained about the how long it took. How long it took. See, that's gone. And then most everybody was using a transfer pump, a battery powered transfer pump.
You know, emus don't have any flies on them.
The goats don't either.
Huh?
Goats don't either.
No, goats don't either. But some people have problem with flies on goats.
Yeah, our goats too don't have flies.
No.
And
The donkeys don't.
the donkeys quit after a certain time. They go away. All right, that one's done. Yeah, he stands there the whole time.
You're a good boy. I guess you're a man now.
You reckon?
Doing all that strutting and...
He thinks he is, honey.
You see my shiny earrings, don't you? You know, his eyes were like a really green color when he was little. And I asked PETA if they were going to stay that way. And she said a certain percentage of them do. But for the most part, they turn brown.
I got you. Here's a brown now.
His are brown now.
It's really thick, so it lasts a long time. Definitely one of the best investments we've ever made. And I say that also that, Cattle Curtain was so happy that we made a video about them. They sent us the other one for free, remember?
That's right. And Catherine bought one.
She did. And I think Walker Farm has them too.
Hand me that jug.
You can just say, I'll get it. I don't want you touching that mess. We're gonna go ahead and give Moody some more water too. We gave him some water yesterday. We're gonna give him some more water today. Clean the bucket out again. Put some water in it and go take it over there to him. Because I know it's hard for him to walk, you know what I mean? That far. He's not feeling well. We are filling up some water for Moody, and Loretta decided that she wanted to help. Look. I may go lay in there with her. Right beside her.
I not leave any room.
Oh, big girl. And another 5-gallon bucket of water. Brooke's gonna lose some water when she goes over there to fill up that trough. And just to make sure we got another 5 gallons to put in there. Now yesterday he sucked that whole bottom out of that 5-gallon bucket right there, but let's see what he wants to do. Tell you what I want to do. While the sun's out, can't do it. Sorry, I couldn't do it one-handed there. Get my sun hat put on. Hey y'all. Let's see, I'm gonna park here so Mama can get in here. Let's see if Brooks got any water left. Yesterday we had the trough full of water, so not a whole lot splashed out, but we're noticing a good bit of the water splashing out of the bucket. So I don't know. Hey, pretty girl. What you doing, pretty girl? What you doing, pretty girl? Huh? What you doing? Get Moody some water here. Yeah, we're gonna get Moody some water here. That's right. I almost can't tell you two apart, can we? Mama's just a little bit bigger than little man, but not much. All right, Big Daddy. Okay, got you some water. Want some water? Got you some water. Hang on, hang on. You want some water? Hmm? Can you get that? Hmm? You okay right now? We love you, big man. Yes, we do. We love you. Did you get you some? Hmm? Did you get you some? You gotta stand up? Are you okay? Hmm? Want some? You okay? Hey, Mildred. Usually, all of them. Well, I say all of them. Tater, Matilda, Mildred. They all think the side-by-side is the coolest thing ever. You like that Firebird on the front of it, don't you? Yeah, it makes me super fast. I gained about 10 horsepower putting that on there. Yeah. Hey, don't you get in it now, take off driving in it now. I might start taking the keys out of it. So if you're good, I want to pour this in that trough, okay? You seem like you're okay. Hmm? You don't want any. Okay. He's been drinking. Yeah, that's better. Much better. I'll bring you some more throughout the day, buddy. Yeah, we'll bring you some more throughout the day. Who are you mooing at, girl? Huh? You know, you can hardly tell. I mean, besides the way it looks, she does so well with that leg. You know it? So well. There's nothing in there for you. Absolutely nothing. Why are your horns growing crooked? You notice that? You probably didn't notice that, did you? You don't have a mirror. But your horns is growing crooked. I don't know why I made that stop to D about that. Y'all see that? Goodness gracious. Maybe there's some left in there. Maybe there's some left. If not, I'll go get some more in the 5-gallon bucket. I see it splashing, so there is some in there. Starting to wonder if we ought to. We really don't have any waterers out here, but and I kind of think it may just sit there and not get used. But those watering tanks that you can portable, I don't know if that's something we would ever use or not. Got a feeling it might just sit there and rot, but I don't know. Something for us to think about in the future. Hopefully we don't have too many more days like this, though. You know what I mean? Y'all better back it up. Come on. All right, hang on. There's a good bit of water in there. Hang on. Hey, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. It got about About 65% full. Yeah.
They think we fixed it.
Yeah, they all think, this is great.
They have no problem getting up there.
No, no. This is perfect for everybody. Oh, y'all settle down. Look at this thing. She get fired up. I thought she was fixing to get the zoomies there for a second. But y'all look at her walk. Ain't that amazing? That's so awesome. All right, Moody, we got you fixed up, brother. And Dr. D will be here some point this afternoon, and we'll get you fixed up again, sir. Sure will. Hey, did you notice how Matilda's horns are growing crooked?
Yeah. You know, I think that has something to do with her leg.
Do you really?
I do. I think that, you know, her mama probably stepped on her.
Yeah.
And it may have been in more than one place.
Who knows?
Look at this black, how it's turning, got some white hairs in it. You didn't want no water?
I don't want no water right now, Mom. He says he's good. He says he's good.
Hey. I want you to get better.
He said he's gonna act right for Dr. D.
Be better.
He's gonna act right.
He can't fit in that cattle chute.
No, he can't fit in the cattle chute.
I'm kind of worried.
He can't fit in the cattle chute. Now they want to drive the tractor instead of the side-by-side.
Where are they going? I
don't know. I'd much rather Mildred drive than Matilda, I can tell you that.
I think I'm the same.
I wouldn't want Matilda driving anything of mine. She is a mess now. What's up, Mildred? Huh? Mess. You a nut. You a nut. A nut.
I wanted to tell you something.
What's that?
Well, I even stopped the tractor to tell you that.
I know, he was waving me down.
All right, come here. You see that right there?
Oh, goodness.
We're fixing to have another celebration.
Oh, goodness, you can put 1,000 hours on your tractor.
1,000 hours. We just hit 10 years on YouTube, and we're about to hit 1,000 hours in 7.8 miles.
Oh, my goodness. I'm glad you told me that, because,
Or 7.8 hours.
I need to look and see what I need to do at 1,000 hours. I changed the oil at 900. We changed the transmission fluid, and we did the oil change, fuel filter, air filter, all at 900. I don't know if I needed anything at 1,000 or not.
And you got that new grease gun that
Oh, gosh, the grease gun is
incredible about keeping up with the grease fittings.
Yeah.
Much more.
Oh, the grease gun is the best one. That's my favorite tool on the farm.
I see people, you know, these surveys sometimes asking what's your favorite thing that you own on your farm.
Yeah.
And I think about you because you say
that
your
grease gun.
It's battery powered.
That battery powered grease gun.
And you don't have to do like
no,
this.
I'm telling you, if you got a lot of grease fittings.
We got a lot of grease fittings.
We got a lot of grease fittings.
We do.
It is worth every dime.
I didn't know if you knew I was approaching the
No, I didn't know that. I didn't.
And it only had like 200 and something when we bought it.
Yeah.
So
You've been in the road. You've been in the road, girl.
I've been in the grass. I've been in the woods.
Oh, yeah, I can tell you've been in the woods. What if can't I just push that real hard?
Well, I've tried. And when you do, it tries to pull everything up. But I got a plan. I told you that 6 months ago, but I really do.
I think it's an easy fix. It's just that's bent.
Yeah.
All I do is just unbolt it and straighten it back out. And put it back on there.
I was going to hook the come along to it.
No, I think that'll bend the whole...
Thing.
Oh, I think we just need to take this off. It isn't but 6 bolts.
Well, I don't really think we need to do anything because I'm going back in the woods.
I know.
Just bend the other side and make it look like it's a sure enough bonnet.
Yeah, there you go. Brooke and Mary Carl had to run off and do some errands today. And I told both of them not to worry about Moo Man, because, well, Dr. D's visit wasn't really on the schedule for this week. I still had to go run errands, had to go pick up some groceries, had to run by Rusted Relics and check out the booth and see if it needs anything. So, yeah, things that needed to be done anyways. So I'm going to stay here at the farm and get things done and wait on Dr. D to get here. Y'all, Dr. D's rolling up now, and I almost didn't recognize him because that ain't his normal truck. But he's coming up here now. I don't know if he wants to drive his truck into the pasture or the side-by-side. Regardless, we'll figure that out. I don't know if he wants to drive that new truck in the pasture. I'd be scared of them cows. Cows don't, they don't care if it's a new truck or not. So we're going to take the side-by-side and ride over there. I don't blame him. I don't blame him. You wait till you see his truck. Alright, so Dr. D is going to give him an antibiotic. Getting some ropes just in case we need them. We hope we don't, but we might. So I got some ropes. Grab that too in case. I don't know if we need that yet or not, but anyways, got some ropes here. Thinks it's maybe some type of infection in between his toes, and going to give him an antibiotic. If he's not better in a few days, then he's going to go to step number 2. He don't see anything in his foot. Nothing feels out of ordinary. Don't see anything crazy. He said the hoof itself looks great to him unless there's some underlying thing he can't see right this minute. Hopefully this works. He did say, though, this is the biggest antibiotic shot he's ever given to an animal because Moody's so big. That super long rope. I know I ain't got no halter to go over it with if I needed to. Why are y'all interested in my side-by-side? What's new? I love you, but I got one more, bro. You be real, man. I know. Thank you. Did you get him?
It's in. I just got to get the syringe out.
Like a little bit.
Good job, baby. Okay, Wednesday.
Yes.
He's still 3-legged Wednesday. Okay.
All right, here is the lowdown. I'm gonna let the donkeys do their thing. Here is the lowdown on Moo. I know I was trying to tell you when I was trying to get some ropes and stuff, but Dr. D's gone. And anyways, here's the lowdown on Mr. Moo. So, thinks he's got a foot infection. I would say kind of like athlete's foot, except in a cow, bacterial fungal. And it's kind of got him infected all in his ankle and foot there. So, he gave him some antibiotics. Now, he tried to look as best he could. Moo was standing up. He's been laying down for the most part, except when Dr. D gets here, he decided he wanted to stand up. Dr. D tried his best to look at his feet, or his foot. I thought he hurt Dr. D, honestly. He was trying to look at Moo's back foot, and Moo kept kind of just throwing it down or picking it up like that. And the way their legs made, he picked it up and he hit Dr. D pretty good. Scared me just for a little bit there. That's when I always talk about Moody does not have a mean bone in his body. He doesn't, but he's just so massive. Got to be careful around him, and that kind of scared me a little bit. But Dr. D was okay. He was fine. He didn't see anything in Moo's foot. He said the hoof itself looks great. That he knows he's tender on in between the toes, which is all indications of an infection in between his toes. So, and of course he said that's common. And he said if it's not that, if it's something else, he said all this happens in cattle. So for us not to be, you're going to be worried about it until it's completely healed and fixed and all that kind of good stuff. But this is not an anomaly. It's nothing crazy weird out there. The only thing is that Moo's just so big. He said that is the most antibiotics he's ever given an animal at one time in his career, right there. It was 30 cc's is what he gave him, and I don't know what the medicine was. It was 30 cc's. He had to do it in 2 shots. He didn't want to do it all in one. Moo did well though. Moo took the first one well. The second one, he kind of walked off, as you guys see, and I ran over there and got the shot out. He said if it had been another antibiotic that he uses, it would have been 100 cc's or milliliters. That's a lot. That's a whole lot right there. But he's saying if it's not better, if it's not 60 to 80% better, you don't see any improvement in him by Wednesday, then we got to regroup. Got to let him know. If that's the case, then he's going to give something to give Moody to make him relax and goofy like he does the horses when he, floats their teeth. Very similar. I don't think he's going to put Moo all the way under. He's just going to make him a little goofy. And then he's got to dig a little deeper in his foot. It's not what he thought it was. So that's where we stand with Moody. So I will definitely keep you guys posted on Moody. That's for sure. One more thing, Dr. D. Dr. D has got himself, I'm going to put a picture in here because I didn't take a video of it, I don't think. Himself a new truck. He needed a new truck, y'all. The truck it was wore out, and he had all his stuff in the bed of that truck, and it was, I can only imagine. He's got himself a bona fide, legit, rolling vet clinic of a truck now. Oh my goodness, this thing, it's got power back there. He's got a refrigerator, he's got plugs. He even had his microscope with him. I said, you don't ever bring your microscope. He said, oh no, this stays at the office. But with my new truck, now I can. As a matter of fact, he had to go to New York to get this truck. And he thinks he might be, if not, there may be one person in Auburn that may have a setup similar. If not, he's only one of 2 or one of 1 that has this setup. And I was so happy for him. He is so excited about that truck. So congratulations, Dr. D, on your snazzy new Vetmobile. Well, Peaches, Dr. D said your medicine still hasn't come in yet. He has no idea why it's taking so long. But whatever special medicine he ordered for you hasn't shown up yet. He says as soon as it gets here, he's going to let me know, okay? He's actually a little upset about it, to be honest with you. But I mean, it's out of his control. I wonder what kind of special medicine you getting, girl. You know we're going to have to get into petty cash drawer because of your medicine now. I'm just saying, we're gonna have to, okay? Alright. This Pocket right here says she wants to be on camera. Right here. Tell everybody hello, Pocket. Tell everybody hello. Well, we'll keep you guys posted about Moo Man and how he's coming. Hopefully Wednesday he will definitely be a-okay. Or much improved. That's what Dr. D said. Be thinking about Moo Man. Keep him in your prayers. Hopefully he'll be a-okay. We'll keep you guys updated on Moo Man. We love y'all. Y'all have the best day ever. Y'all be good.